Alright, we're taking out the last header. Is that the last header bolt?
No, it's just the one that's the closest to the firewall. I always leave the center header bolt in, so he's not going to drop. That one is always easy.
And then we got to take the header bolts off the other side, take the spark plugs out of the other side. We're going to get some new plugs, get a new oil filter, get some oil, fresh oil. Because to get the header up in there, we'll probably have to take the sump lines off.
Yeah, these right here.
Or at least attach them so you can pull them back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, probably a good time to
change the oil anyway.
Change the oil anyway, yes.
Who knows what this thing was up to?
All right, let's see. Oh, it's just moving a little bit, not that much. You know what that was?
Another bolt dropping
the last header bolt on this side.
Heat shield off. Let me get the spark plugs out. What did we decide the spark plugs were?
Right here. They are, what are they, 5/8? They're 5/8.
Is it really necessary to have dielectric grease all over these things?
I rarely do it. You mean anti-seize on them?
No, there's like dielectric grease on the head of the spark plugs.
Well, sometimes I use a little bit of anti-seize. Oh, you mean the head? Yeah, right there?
Yeah.
It's not really necessary now. Some people will swear by it, other people will ignore it. Everybody has an opinion.
Should have left the heat shield on. Should have done the heat shield second. I got a little hasty. A little hasty. Look at this. This is convenient.
Mm-hmm. We use it all the freaking time.
That's 50 years of engineering.
Oh my gosh.
Well, and that's why the hood
60
opens
years. Sorry,
that
65 years of engineering. This is the carbon 65. I should know that.
66 now.
Oh,
That
man.
would be 67.
Holy moly.
Can't mess with that.
I can. And I am and will. This is crazy. I didn't realize these were cast, headers. Why would they do that? Keep it quiet for the old men?
Yep. Keeps it quiet. Well, it's also good if you want to run turbos. Retains the heat.
What the heck would you need a turbo on this thing for?
Well, not with that TBS on it, but...
You can do both.
Nah, because one is going to restrict the other. And somebody's going to object to that, but if you run turbos, then the blower is going to restrict the turbos up top or lock it.
I never object to extra HPs.
Never?
Just run a couple of better
or always,
turbos.
one or the other, I'm not sure. Number 2. Ooh, that one's kind of clean. I'm ready to quit.
You're not even halfway there.
Let's sell it.
Oh my gosh.
I'll give you 30.
60.
35.
82.
Okay, arbitrary number is 17.
I already put floor mats in it.
Okay, 83.
It makes it worth at least 100 grand.
Whoa. That's not how you haggle.
I want you to count all of my flags in the dot matrix. I want to know how many there are.
I'll get right back to you.
I want to know how many there are.
We might be here for a while.
When somebody pointed that out to me, Bryce did, I almost kicked the glass.
Oh no. But see, you didn't notice it before, so is it really that bad?
It is now that I know. 3. The other one, forget it. All right, so I had to move the car forward on the lift in order to try to get the header up in there. So let's see if we can fit now. I also took the ramp part off, so we should have enough room now. Hopefully. Got the wrong angle going on here.
Oh, hang on. You need to get it more of an angle. How the heck?
Sure we can't come. Yeah, there's no way it's coming from the top there.
Well, we would have to take more stuff off, but the other side would have to go up.
What if we
We can't get it down from the top without.
what if we you know what might help is if we lower the car, I can lay on my back, feed it, and from the top we might be able to see a little better view.
Maybe.
You know? Let me get the
Maybe.
camera out of here. Alright, so we're attitude adjusting this sucker up in here. There we go.
Oh,
I got the pry bar stuck.
That's a minor issue after that.
let's not have any more issues.
Anywhere near.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
close. But now my bar's stuck.
Where is it?
In between the block and the...
Oh, I see it. Yeah, hang on. Can you slide it to the side?
Give me another pry bar.
Can you slide it to the side?
No.
This.
It's like keyholed in there. I need another pry bar.
Hold it like you mean it.
Ah,
There you go.
okay. Yeah. That's it, bros.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
That gives us extra HPs for the effort.
So this is the easy side, right?
So how's the...
I tried to tell them that's the way it goes. I mean, we
How's
make
the,
torches and heat them up and just
Well, how much do we?
put it up in there.
How much did we?
How much should we dent it in?
I was gonna say, maybe not dent.
Oh, you mean the tube?
All right, so that's how you put the passenger side in,
No, driver's side.
or driver's side.
Passenger
with
side
a
is over there.
sledgehammer. All right.
Rubber mallet.
Yeah, let's. You might want to use a sledgehammer. All right, so we're gonna pull these two lines off, right?
No, drain it first.
They're empty bottles.
Drain it first.
Okay.
So there's a drain here, and I think that one over here too.
$3 a piece.
And then there are two bolts right here you take off, and then these.
Oh, god dang it! Stupid poor Corvette. It's not gonna overflow. We've drained like 15 cars into this thing. What am I doing? God dang it. Give me the bigger freaking thing before I smash something. Hey, at least we got the header in though. I'm pumped about that.
There's a better paper towel. That one, Jackie. Oh, God.
See, we got plenty.
Yeah.
How much does that thing hold?
About the same as you put in.
No,
Yeah.
I mean that.
Oh, that thing? Oh, okay.
That's what, 7 gallons or something? 10 gallons? Yeah, it's not even moving. It's barely moving up. And now it's moving.
You hit the pan, huh?
That was close. Gee whiz, there's a lot of oil in this thing.
It's getting closer there on the back
Oh
side.
boy.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be right at the limit. Right at the edge. I like to live on the edge. All right, so we're taking the oil out, then I'll come back to you and yell some more. That's something. All right, so we got the filter out. Now we're gonna take the lines. We'll put the drain plugs back in, the filter in. Forget to put oil in and blow up the motor.
Yeah, let's
We
not
get-
do that.
And when it's like 2 a.m. and we're still here working on this header on the passenger side.
We? I'm just kidding. We'll get it done.
Yes, it's going to be good.
Guys, there's more oil in this thing.
Yep.
Holy.
Oh,
Uh-oh. That might be our limit. That may be the extent of it.
Well, you have one more.
When it starts filling up in here.
You're still good.
We're getting a real quality oil change here.
Everywhere you can hide oil is good.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
The question is whether or not we'll have to take the starter off to get the header up.
I'm about to find out, bro. Let's see how much attitude adjusting we need to do on this side.
I think it's directly correlated with how much hammering you have to do.
Come on, baby. Just get in there. ram it. But maybe we get a running start.
A running start on a header?
Like start all the way back by the door.
No.
Like a,
no,
it's like a
no.
joust.
No. That's not what we're gonna do.
You're gonna joust it in there. Yeah, let me get up top there.
Move the ladder.
Yep.
If I
I'm
push,
gonna hit
I'm
my
gonna push this
head.
car off the.
Don't hit your head.
I think I left the pry bars up there, didn't I?
Yeah, down. What?
Yeah, slides right in, doesn't it?
Don't worry. You suck.
There's also this one right here. I mean, it's.
Here, just give me a 13 or just take this ground wire off, and and we'll just move it out of the way.
Well, it still
Well,
sits
still
tight right
right
here, and this is where it's touching right there. You see my finger? Ah, yeah, right there.
Give me some freaking cutters. Dikes.
No, you don't want to cut that off. If you cut that off and don't put it back in place, it's going to start melting on the header.
I can't see it from up here. What's it attached to?
Small bracket right here. Very small bracket.
On the back side?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Where did that? Oh,
Oh, I see. Good luck prying that sucker off of there.
Everybody does the same thing.
All right, so we just cut a bunch of pieces off. Now we're trying to see, so we've been doing some trimming,
Here's some
attaching
numbers.
some wires.
Part
Got this
numbers off.
whole thing torn apart now.
all right. We'll see if we can get it in now. It's going to go in now. I have a good feeling.
It's past that.
Hold on, now let's get the wire out of the way. Okay. Hold on, the wire's still holding up. Pull it back down. It's
Past most of it.
this piece. It's gotta get out of the way. All right, take it back out. We didn't get it on camera. So we got it in there. What we had to do, I ended up cutting, I'll show you on the other camera, but I ended up shaving back the start of the ground for the starter. You know, I hope that wasn't the mounting point for the starter on the opposite end.
No.
I don't think so, but we'll find
No,
out.
it, was,
Well,
it wasn't anything.
So we had to take the starter out, disconnect every little piece of wire here, all the way up to the front of the car in order to get these headers in there. There's no fitting. And so I don't even know how to explain it, but if you buy these, just prepare yourself for some pain. You're probably better off just dropping the engine and putting them on. I don't even know if you can do that because I don't think there's enough room. So anyway, header's on. I'm gonna wash my hands, go punch something, and
should have kept one of the Sun Go pressure washers. Go punch it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll be back to you in a minute. All right, let me attempt to show you what we did here. Because if you're doing headers, you're gonna hate yourself, just like I do right now, for even considering this. All right, so you see this line right here. You have to disconnect that entire line, which includes all kinds of crap. I don't even know what it is. Obviously, we took the oil lines off too, so oil lines had to come out. We took the starter out. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Let me go up top and show you what it looks like up there. So we had somebody up top, somebody down low. You see all this disassembled. I don't even know what to tell you. Just know you're gonna be in pain trying to do it, but we got it in there. Now we got to try to fit the gaskets in and bolt things up.
I was hoping it was not going to take us all day.
We're actually not too bad. What time is it? Like 2 o'clock?
It's 3 o'clock, I think.
Yeah. Oh, 4 o'clock.
Oh,
2, 3, 4.
it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You had to put the wheels back on, take them off, put them on.
Disassemble.
Remember 5 hours ago I said, yeah, this bolt is the most difficult one. Well, that bolt was, but yeah, holy crap.
But that wasn't the most difficult part.
No.
Well, I'm good to open them up.
Come on, Grandma. You're supposed to hang out with us. Don't you want to have dinner here at the garage with us? So in fairness, the old Corvette here, it's no different than any other headers I've ever done. That's a gosh darn, even Civics are not fun, you know.
Well, people compare power rating or power output for all the headers, but they never really talk about, well, which one is going to be the easiest to put on.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Well, I'm not going to be the guy to find that out. All I know is that LG headers are not easy to do.
No.
But I don't know. It looks like they're going to be worth the pain. Okay, good. So we got our starter cable here. We got all these plugged back in. Good, good, good.
Time to put the starter back in.
Our O2 sensor cables right here, both O2 sensors.
Nice
So yeah,
and wet.
starter's ready to go back in.
All right, let me get the starter.
This is what we'll keep doing is whoever took out something, you know how to put it back in.
Yep.
Since I disconnected all those wires.
I just take nothing. I'm just gonna be dang.
I'm just pumping. I'm the
just
one
been
that got to
cutting
put the
stuff.
header in. Off camera. Note that. Maddie put the header in.
Yeah, you did.
Everybody's telling me those wires don't matter. I'm telling you, it's the freaking wires. I'm looking at it from the top. I'm just pumped. I'm gonna have some new spark plugs. Don't mind this little bit of shavings right here. We don't need that. That's extra. That's weight reduction. Look at that.
It's like 2 wheel.
You want to take that home with you as a souvenir?
Yeah, we'll put it on the wall.
You know, if you look at it, there's a number on it. You no longer have a numbers matching block.
Oh no. 160266. Now my car is only going to be worth 78,000 for a $110,000, $15,000 car. Is your elbow calibrated? Because I can come in there and talk to the spec if you need me to.
I don't need you to cut anything else off.
I didn't do the cutting. I just do the requesting.
They're requesting.
My squint technique. I think we actually got everything back in place.
Except for the starter cable, we need to put that on still.
Yeah.
And then I need to put the shielding back on the starter too. Hopefully that will still fit. Keep that one, yep.
Gosh, I really didn't understand how headers are going to make that much of a difference in sound, and now I get it.
It's a lot.
It's gonna vibrate on the floor. You'll feel it. Seat.
Because I thought these had stainless headers.
Nope. The C51 package C8 actually has fancy headers. They're, well, somewhat fancy at least. All the other ones have always been cast iron. Always. That's also why they pick up so much power.
Yeah.
It's about, with a good tune, you can pick up about 40, I would say. On a boosted car like this, yeah, about 40 rear wheel.
All right. So do we bolt the headers in first or put the X pipe in first?
I usually bolt them almost all the way in, leave them a little bit loose so they can give a little bit.
Yeah. So
But
we'll get our
typically-
gaskets on.
I mean, typically you should be able to bolt the headers to the block, right? You have the gaskets there, you don't want to have a leak.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another interesting part. How are these gonna fit?
They're gonna fit great, Raz. Don't jinx it.
I'm not jinxing anything, I'm just questioning.
This is the hard part. The hard part is done.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
No, that's
Don't jinx it.
That's the dream.
Alright, it's not a wait.
All right, so we're finishing up the install on the starter. I don't think we have anything else to put together down here at this point.
Oil lines.
Oh yeah, we'll put the oil lines on
Oil lines back in.
before we lower the car.
Those would be bad to forget.
No, what'll be bad to forget is if we don't put oil in the car.
That one is bad too.
Okay, let's get an open header start, see what it sounds like.
No.
I think it'd probably be fine. Let's try it.
No. No. No, Matt.
This is your Corvette. These things are indestructible.
Yeah,
super-
if you put oil in them.
Superhero cars.
No, they
What
just
do they
make you
call this? A supercar. You never hear me say that word. That's the dumbest word ever.
They make you feel like a
It's a
superhero.
supercar. Where do you draw the line at supercar?
This is not a supercar. Corvettes aren't supercars.
How about you just call it
They're
a
sports
car?
cars. Corvettes are freedom-breathing sports cars.
It's a car with a lot of horsepower.
Because you can.
I'm gonna have to change my channel to like mega horsepower TV tube. I put the knock sensor in faster, just saying.
What now?
I said I did a faster job with the knock sensor.
I know, but that's one bolt.
And then I also clipped in the harness perfectly. Only took me like a minute. Dang, yeah, these headers are gonna make some noise, bro.
Why do you keep saying bro?
Are there two, did we put both O2 sensors in?
We haven't put any O2 sensors in. You want to put that into? Well, you probably have a bug for either you have two upstream, two downstream.
Yeah,
So you have,
I see 2 holes here and 1 hole there. Where's the other hole?
look at the mid pipe.
This is one of those things like when you're 22 and they're like, you got to take the oil lines off, you'd like panic. But this is like the easiest thing we've done all day.
Let me get the torque wrench.
Oh, you mean the specs?
No, I just mean the ratchet.
Joe, yeah. We took everything to spec here. It's a Corvette. It's good enough. As long as it's close.
Oh, do we have the torque specs?
Okay, so now we got to do gaskets. Good news is the headers aren't going to drop out.
If the headers drop hot now, something is definitely wrong.
That's the good. The bad is this part sucks.
That's not too bad. I'll show you a trick.
I was trying to line it up on the wrong hole.
So, you see the gasket here?
Yeah.
It says down. When you can read it, it needs to point down. And you know it's pointing in the right direction.
Like that fancy.
Makes it easy, right?
I need some header bolts.
So what you do is you grab one in the center, push it through the gasket, if you can see it, because I can't see anything right now.
Which side goes against the block?
When you can read it, it's the right side, yes. So as soon as you get the first one threaded, you can start threading the other ones in. But you should put some blue Loctite on, just a little bit.
I ain't got any over here. All right, so we're 37 hours in. This side's done. That side is a nightmare. So I got the fuse box back in. Ras has all the wires all buttoned up, all the plugs, new spark plugs put in. Coil or whatever, the spark plug wires are put in place, so I'm finishing up here, putting the fuse box back together, which is pretty easy, theoretically. So this needs to slide loosely. So we have to put the ground on first, and the black wire on first, and the red wire. So I guess it's not a ground. And then this somehow goes in like so. Let's see. Okay, there we go. And then that slides like that. First,
Can you reach that light down
back
there?
on. All right, side A buttoned up. Side B,
Nowhere
not
near.
even close.
We'll get it there. It's just you're fighting against the weight of the header and it wants to twist.
Side C,
Which one is that?
oh, yeah, that's the back.
Oh,
Okay, all buttoned up. All right, so this thing takes 9.5 quarts.
9.5? Okay.
The heck is that?
That's the fill cap.
No, what is that?
That is a warning that you're about to release all the bald eagles.
Oh, well, I don't need any warnings.
You just do it.
I got speed in my veins.
It almost looks like this one got cross-threaded before. Almost.
No, because I never even got it. I never even got it started.
Well, I'm just worried about torquing it down.
Get that one in first.
Well, I have the other end in very loosely, so there's plenty of give in it.
Bought this nifty little funnel. We'll probably end up having to put full 10 in because of the.
Yeah.
We drained it better than what you normally would. Got some Mobil 1 because I didn't feel like driving down to get AMSOIL. Assuming pour, you're gonna pour rather slowly in this, or you'll still dump it all over the place. I forgot to take the cap off beforehand. We're gonna get in big trouble for that. So we're having problems over there with bolt number 4, or number 5, I guess.
It's number 5.
Where the RAS is number 3 in there on it. This is gonna feel real good. New plugs, new oil, new filter,
Yep.
new headers for extra breathing.
Well,
A little less weight.
farming, I guess.
A little less weight from me shaving those pieces off. So we're gonna do like 9 1/4. We'll run it, we'll check the dipstick.
It has a little bit of a funky way of checking the oil. Yeah,
Yeah.
over there in the tank. You have to run it warm up to about 180 degrees. Then you turn it off and wait 10 minutes. Then you check it.
I don't plan on buying any BMWs anytime soon, so I think my I&D order days are about numbered. Cleaning up this thing. Sprayed some number 39 on it. I like calling it a number 39. I want everything to have a number like that. I think it was at Coke Chemi.
Cockimmy?
I think they have just numbers on everything, kind of like the periodic table. I think that's cool. We got plugs. I just finished up the header. That was a 2.5 hour project, just getting that thing tightened down. So there's your long tubes all set up. Those header bolts are difficult, combined with the gasket, combined with dropping and losing a bolt, combined with all kinds of normal stuff. All right, new plugs. I had to get NGK because they didn't have any AC Delco stuff.
Now watch me drop a plug.
But I don't think there's any real assembly to this side, just the cover. Little plastic cover.
Yeah.
That's the positive thing. I don't feel so bad for the camera guys. This is a good job. I want to just be the camera guy.
You want a header guy? Just to install headers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. I think it's called the performance show.
But look, my hands got dirt on them.
Your tools got dirt on them, your hands got dirt on them.
The cabin's got dirt. Car's got dirt. Car's got oil now. We have some spark plugs. What I'm gonna do is button up the O2 sensors, put the X pipe in, cats. Probably only have like an hour left once you get these.
Don't jinx it.
Once you get these in,
Don't jinx it.
then we get about 37 check engine lights, and then we quit. Come back tomorrow, light the car on fire, and claim insurance.
That's not what it's gonna get lit means.
Don't let me forget if we do a test drive to tighten the lugs down.
What do you mean, if we do a test drive?
Yeah. Well, if we get the car done and it actually works.
What do you mean, if we get the car done and it actually works?
Yeah.
Of course it's gonna work.
I just said we're going to be done in an hour, and you didn't seem so confident.
That's different. There's a little bit of an error between an hour and let's burn the car down.
Yeah. Maybe the sway bars will be easy tomorrow.
They're not bad. They're not bad at all.
All right, so we're gonna do plugs, and then we put the plug wires on, then we put the cover on. So all we gotta do is these plug wires, cover, and then a bunch of leftover bolts. That's from the studs and the other factory header, and then these are all the bolts for the underbody braces and protectors and all that stuff.
Oh.
I've been keeping the tools kind of put away as we go along here. Let me keep things organized. That way we can find them when we're looking for them. I think it's the first time I used an SAE tool out of this mix. We done up top?
Almost.
All right, we're all buttoned up top here, I think. Everybody use your heads. What are we missing here? What do we not connect? Everything looks good. I like this engine bay. I think get the Haltech carbon fiber intake and call it a day. There's not really much else to do. And you just kind of clean it up and put some hyper dressing on it. That's all we need. Okay, let's go up. I think we can pull our cellophane off, can't we?
We can.
Yeah, yank that off. It's time to put the cats in place. So now we're going to put the cats in place. The X pipe, all the clamps, all the O2 sensors. And then we can fire it up. I already put the oil in it. Got to make sure we torque the wheels down so the wheels don't fall off. Yeah, and then we can bring it back in here tomorrow to do the suspension. So this is a twin bush TWS319. I sell these. I usually have 5 or 6 of them prepaid, so I have them sitting there ready to go, because these tend to be hard to get. There's a control box. Hydraulic lines are running down there to a 90 underneath my cabinet to the twin bush operating unit. And then I set a line because it doesn't have a stop at the top, which is kind of goofy. And so I set that little line right here. That's my demarcation of how high to go. Okay, so theoretically, just put some cats on, some clamps. What size is that? 13?
I think so, yeah.
So here's our high flow cat, what it looks like inside. Can't see anything. Get the idea.
That's good. Do slide right on, so that's pretty cool. Question is that gonna slide right on?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I said so. All right, so we just transferred the grommet from the other one to here using those snap-on exhaust grommet tool right there. So now we're going to put the X pipe in. All right,
Back off and
had to run an AutoZone. Done an exhaust flange expander. Let's see if this now fits on there. I'm gonna have to go and yank on it some more.
I think so, yeah.
definitely expand it.
What about the other side? A little bit better? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's gonna go on.
That's perfect. That's perfect. It was just this one we need to...
All right, take that over there. I'm gonna bring the camera and show people how this works. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. Which is the one? This one?
That one.
Yeah, let's do it this way. Put this sucker on here, so we got that one good. So this thing expands as you tighten down. So both of these sides wouldn't fit on the exhaust pipes because they were all, I don't know if they were beat up from shipping, but I don't know what the deal was. So we're about to lay into this sucker. It's in there.
Yeah, okay.
Just close your eyes, just squint. I think that'll do it. Now, I guess we need to try to get it on here first and then
I think so, yeah.
front
These are,
second.
can these move a little bit?
Yeah.
There you go. Probably tap a little bit. Oh, bouncing the camera. What if you get a little bit of a mallet? Tap it on.
Get this thing. All right, I'll come back to you when we're done with this. I'm done with the camera. So now we got to put the plates on. I got some janky zip ties going on up there. Hopefully that'll hold it. We'll find out when we get some O2 lights, and I got to take it all apart again. You know what I'm doing? Tune. O2 sensor delete. Let me wipe the exhaust. You've never seen so many fingerprints on exhaust before in your life.
It will still smoke when you crank it.
Took the 2 bolts out.
I think they all came out, yeah. Which ones are they?
Big ones?
No, let's just lift it up. We'll figure out which ones they are. Can you hand me another one? Just one. Thank you.
We don't really know. Just put it in. Yeah, we're doing a fire up and then straight to Carrabba's. Who's down for that?
I can do that.
All right, so what time is it? 7:40, 7:45? Let's say we start at 9:45.
7:53.
So 7:45, so we start at 9:40, so 10:45, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 hours.
Yeah, 9 to 19.
Yeah, 10 hours to do X-pipe, headers, lots of problems. But we got it done. Check it out. There you go. Headers, oil lines, everything's back in place. That's what it looks like. I'm not taking any pictures or putting it down and firing it up. We'll get pictures tomorrow morning. All right, let's see how it sounds. Go. So now the Corsa will clean up that kind of factory rasp. But I like it, you can hear the cams.
One cam.
I can't wait to get the rear diffuser on this thing. Corvette badge has got to come off. We made it. 10 hours. I thought we'd have been done by lunchtime. All right, so that's a wrap on header install. Man, my hands, they hurt even still after yesterday. They're just beat up. It's blood hands, blood arms, scratches everywhere. So long tube headers, this is generally how it goes. This is what I'd expect. You know, there's a lot of uncertain things or things that you kind of get hung up on that, and it just, you don't plan for. I guess this is, I've done many header installs on Hondas and things, but you know, Hondas aren't normally as hard as this because the little engine, lots of room. But yeah, I thought this would have been easier. The hardest part was getting the headers up through. We kept having to remove stuff. Not all headers are the same, so some will slide up in there without removing things like the starter or detaching the wiring harnesses and things like that. Shaving little parts, little pieces. you know, it just depends. Depends on the headers that you get. And from what I understand, some of them slide right in. But hopefully this was helpful. I only found one header install video on a Z06. I know this is long. I know there's lots of information, but you can hopefully skip through. When you're in the middle of your install, you can just skip through the steps and realize that even if the LG, I think if the LG headers fit, then I think pretty much any of them will fit up through that tunnel. You just have to beat on it and really figure out an angle that works. But we have everything buttoned up, new plugs, oil change, new filter, so that maintenance is done, because I don't know what maintenance was done to the car before. I'll probably change the diff as well, diff fluid, gear oil. But next up will be, I'm actually going to work on this morning. I'm going to take the rotors off, work on drop spindles, work on ride height, and then we'll be doing new. Probably as part of that video, we'll be doing the brakes. I'm going to be doing new pads and new front rotors. I'm going to weigh the old rotors, and so maybe I'll just do that. Brakes, drop spindles in part of like a multi-part series. Anyway, thanks for watching this. More Corvette stuff coming. Waiting for the Corsa exhaust. Put that on. I'll have a video for that. And then we'll do all kinds of driving, interior, exterior content so you can hear what it sounds like. I know I got a couple little clips, but yeah, that doesn't suffice. I haven't even driven it yet. I want to get the suspension stuff done. So thanks for watching. More Corvette stuff coming. As always, stay tuned for more crazy.